welcome to PHC News. My name is Leslie Faircaker and I'm back like not your father. Being fatherless during Youth Month. Shame. In today's news, Cupcake appointed Angie Motshekga to serve as acting president for the weekend. Angie and Brenda Fassie have one thing in common. They are both weekend specials, although Angie took the job because she's not fussy. Turns out it's not too late for Mama. Thank you, Cyril, for voluntarily lying. Let's find out how Angie feels about this. Angie, are you there?
Good day, fellow South Africans. As you know, I am Angie Motshekga. I have been standing in for the president as he has left on president business elsewhere. And I would like to proudly say that as I was in standing with the president's seat, things have improved. There were many naysayers who said that I couldn't make it. They talked down on me when I was Minister of Education. And there are a lot of talks around Parliament that I will not make it. I may not have come from a good school, but I come from a secondary school where we also had all subjects that are in private schools. And then I made my way up to Minister of Defense Force. And here I am standing in for our number one, Mr. Ramaphosa. As I was standing in for him, things have improved. First of all, we can say that the cold front has simmered down to a minimum. Secondly, we've also got Orlando Pirates that's got a new coach. The F1 movie was released on time. We also know that Hungani Ndlovu is finally free. My boy can definitely do his thing on Skim Sam, and his performances have skyrocketed since then. We also know that load reduction has been further reduced to more electricity. So as I stand here, I don't want to brag, but as you can tell, just positives where I have been. This is not to brag, as I said before, but it's also to show what I'm capable of. If you want to vote for me as a black female who was underprivileged but overachieving, you can DM me. My handle is @ng_baby212. I'm very proud about us as a nation. We stood together. We are winning. And I hope I have restored what South Africa can do. 30 years of our constitution has been celebrated this year. So with that, I leave you with thoughts to be thunk. Thank you.
Thank you, Angie, the not so fussy one. In other news, Floyd June Weather Shivambu. June Weather, that's a fire day, huh? Because the world out there, if your name is Floyd, is cold, cold, cold. Floyd June Weather Shivambu held a conference to air out his grievances.
Comrades and compatriots, good day. We are here today to debunk and to uncover all these scrumptious, scrupulous allegations that we've recently came about to find out against me as the member of the MK Party as Secretary General. First of all, comrades, let me start by saying that I've come a long way with the movement and the struggle of the people, where we've started from a dictatorship in the ANC and we've left to go join the EFF, which is a cult. Let me tell you, the EFF is a cult because we are controlled by one person, led by one person who will tell us what to do, when to do it. We joined the EFF, we were all big in size, but we were forced to use Ozempic. With 4 red items in my wardrobe at the beginning to having a full-out red wardrobe. You know the difficulty of having to find red pants for someone of my stature. And people are jumping up and down in parliament. I have to sit still because if it tears, then I'm a joke on the internet. Now there are people tweeting whilst high about me. Doobie, 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 buddy. The issue within the MK right now is that there's 7 million that is being spent every month. And if you can follow up, you'll see that we've fired treasurer generals over and over because we cannot come to understand how are we using 7 million. And in my investigations, we found out that every month 2 million is being used for a tutor to come and educate to Tuzani Zuma to speak Zulu. Till today, nobody has evidence of a mere Sanbonani Ninjani. Now, these people, because of Ubaba Jacob Zuma's age, they are taking advantage of him because when you are older, it is easier to fool you and for you to believe lies. And what they have started to do within the party is that these statements of 7 million only pass through WhatsApp. And Ubaba, akayidlali WhatsApp. Everything that I've done, everything that I've said is in the open, not even politically only, but in my personal life, I'm telling you now that if there are WhatsApp conversations, show them to us because I'm willing to hand over my phone so that you guys can open and see. As long as you don't show my wife. I want to thank you all for coming today. Can we take questions?
I've got the mic.
One by one. One by one.
All right.
Can we start at the back?
Hello, Mr. Floyd. This is Moraswi from Ditaba Chabatu. Rata Ditaba Chabatu. I just want to know, based on your statements, it is said that you follow a lot of Instagram buddies. Tell us more about that.
Thank you for your question. Kana, what did you say your name is?
Moraswi.
Yes.
From Rata Ditaba Chabatu.
Moraswi from the Rata Ditaba Chabatu. As a political member, especially of a structure such as mine, when you want to grow, you must be in touch with the ground, with all ground forces, because the liberation must be pushed forward with ground forces. To you, they are baddies. To us, they are goodies. Thank you.
Okay, no. Come and tell you. Wait. Let me say something. This is Raditedu from Pampiria Lefatse. Chief, it would seem like there is a trend that is happening here because first of all, you were with the ANC Youth League and then you left and you formed an organization, the EFF. You spent 11 years there, then you left and then you were with the MK for 10 months and now you've left. Now you are saying that in those 11 years, suddenly you are realizing that it was a cult of people who were just following a shepherd. And then now you are saying that Utata there at the MK is old and senile. You paraphrase, but this is what you are saying. Basically, are we not noticing that in all these scenarios, the problem it's you. You are not as clever as you think you are. You don't have the edge, my comrade. Please, can you respond to that? Perhaps the problem is you, Chief. Are you free or are you dumb?
Journalists don't ask questions anymore. Next.
Floyd.
Yes.
Floyd. Floyd. Dolphius Moreswi from the Thabng News. Floyd, Nayaka is a two-part question. Question number one, are you quitting? Are you starting a political party? What is the name of this political party? And is it true, Hori, part of the reason why you don't understand what's happening is because the emails disendiwa kasi Zulu at MK. So maybe what you are reading is not what you think it is because Luena, how understand this is Zulu? I thank you.
You're welcome. Next.
Oh, Floyd. Question over here. It is me, Simon from the Cape Dependent. Mine is also a two-parter. I want to ask, are you starting a political party because you have FOMO? Are you angry that you are leaving because they didn't want you to be admin in the WhatsApp group at MK?
You see, the thing about anger, my comrade from Cape Dependent, is that anger is something we've long occupied space from. And we've realized that you seem as if we are angry, but we are just in charge, just in control. We do what we want when we want. I said that if there's a need for a political party, South Africa will then tell me on the platform where we are moving forward on. I am led by ground force. I submit to ground forces. They are the people who will tell us whether it is needed or not. Thank you, Cape Dependent.
Mr. Floyd, this is Vusi from Aridulifatsi, Swati News. Yes, ngicela ukubuza wena usuka uyayaluka uyangena uyaphuma kulawo maphathi lawo. Yini lenvolo ifuna? Ngoba manje sesiyakubuta ukuthi lesikhathi uhamba naye lo babe lo mfundisi bathi singalikhuluma igama lakhe mara lesikhathi ukuye lena lo wamfundisi loyo. Ingabe uyithatha lapho yini le mali? Lokususa le party yakho noma ke uyithatha le mali uyithole le mali and uyalukiswa yini kahle kahle lenvolo ifuna ngiyabona.
Nda. Next question.
What is the color of your underpants?
The main thing about underpants is that they are a huge misconception, and it's been misconstrued over the years that they have to have a color. But for the sake of peace and liberation, we've decided that as the movement, we will no longer assert ourselves into such for the sake of liberation. Thank you.
Mr. Floyd, unfortunately, I need to press you here because abantu bafuna kwati ukuthi leti tsandzane lokubhiza uyaluka nato iyalunga yini lenvolo zama kuyena ngoba masibukile sekungathi ubhiza ugitsetsa ake nikubhunyela ifuli. Ngiyabonga.
Thank you, comrade. I remember spending a short time in the Swaziland, and I can gather from what you're saying when you say Titanta, you are referring to ladies. And I spent some time with your king, and your king is the one who fully expressed the importance of marrying these people into your party. And that is the only reason. I will no longer speak about the issue of Itsansan. I thank you.
Floyd doesn't give a EFF, eh? He thought the grass was green at MK, but turns out it was only the logo. That's it from us at PNC News. My name is Leslie Verkyker. See you next week. Same Mandela Bridge, different robber. Fuck Michael Owen.
Yeah. Nega lo bocha je mtswabo. Bophelo asisimpheko, ke simpheko. I get to understand that now. Like move belong, like if you're a man right now, and then you need to realize that you were born, not only the parents before you, and then one day you might be a parent. Meaning, wena ukabale le mosadi le bana ba bitsa family ka school. From Frostan. But not the papa because not the internet. From Frostan. On a level of friends like friends, ya go America, makgwa ba bolela ba re I love you. Huh? What's what ruta go mpali enhle go sekunda ona I love you. Ke nya go thanda. And nya go thanda le I love you a di tsamaishana. Di mina ntwe one, mara di tsamaishana. I love you era reng ke a rata ka mohara. Nya go thanda era reng tshwantse o rekele airtime. One understand? Sure. Yeah, tshwantse o rekele kota, like tshwantse o rekele seshebo. Tshwantse o support mama ka because papa ka o sala tshaba. Gents, tshwantse le nyala batho ba ile re le a tseba mo phelo ke bophelo ke it's life. You must marry someone o alignang lo wena. Eh? How to ba le Muslim and then wa fetsa wa nyala mosiyo. no o ya Ramadan motho ya go Mpho and bo Ramadan ba itsebe Mpho ibile ba understand gore why batho ba apere di tile the whole night ntse ba ya up and down. Why understand? So you must marry guy what you aligned with. O tsamaye le one ke life ke ka mkhweleng ka hona. Eh a o no tsama o topa fela like nje pick and choose. No. On frostane jamba fana ba ke jang. On frostane. Wa bon enke bo Ramadan no nga bo sa hypocrisy. Nga bo sa hypocrisy. Because wa fasting. Ase lenti, ase makrest lenti in o ka roa kolota lent. Nine go botsa alignment bra. One first standing is spiritual. Ke alignment. Marry someone o lo reng o align la mang le. Na ke tsama haeng bras, le ska mpona ke lo so. Rural area. And a village ke tsong ko yona. Family ya ka ke mathomo re thomile village eo. O mmagodi ara mongwana. Number 2. No snag toilet. Because we are rural, nakola e thoma. No snag toilet. What's a go rural area toilet re ga? Okay. We are go skwe. What's in the bush? You go in the bush. Ofika you take off your pants. Was squat. And then after of it, you in a business here how? How na tissue? There's no way village out to a toilet take a tissue was passed. Around now you are aligned. One problem with nature. I wanna try to try to eating or try grass. In natural. Baby just sweater. O sweater guys. O sweater it's when we baby just sweater. We calculate ka grass so. Guys, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. Okay. Kana kwa Jesu no na le tissue. Nigerian. Cause denim Africa. Na sweater. Not sweat, o sweater. What's a maso? Ke alignment guys. Now that's why you put it since you become how papa. Because I know that I'm from rural area. I'm from Frostan. And I was raised that way. Got customs to rural area. I'm from Frostan, I'm from Thabng. And then you become wa papa wena. And then you wanna marry someone who's a background to your house. And then hello Kopan, you are not aligned. All of a sudden, wena no le na bana. One frostan, yena una le energy ya private school. Wena una le energy ya Gakwa senior secondary school. First of all, she doesn't understand what Gakwa means. And nobody understands what Gakwa means. But it's a school. Get what that. Gakwa senior secondary school. Get what that. One frostan. Know your child grows up, check. Umisha the private school. Nahan. Private school. I want a background your private school, but you must raise a child for a private school. You know why? Because when Alena, the mother, you are not aligned.
Alignment. Yeah, alignment. Mr. Tiger Willingham.
No one will become away. What would your dad? Hey, and we feel about Alena. Because these letters in your father, they are short. We're not about Papa, D4, Daddy D3, Dad. We feel about Daniel. Shit. At school we have an excursion.
Yeah.
We're not Gakwa senior secondary school. Kai Komuleji, Garamwana, Mahodu. Number 2. How to be excursion? Sanjunya get dictionary. But because your school needs not technology, needs not computer. ko morao kwa tshwantse now o google gore excursion e meanang and Google in Alamanka because Google you can Google right a word and then in the definition there might be a word that you don't understand. Now you must Google that word. You know why? You know where this all began? Alignment, guy. Alignment. Yeah. But whichever we have an excursion, in one our private school. It's fine. Like career. Because we are trying to be responsible. When I excursion, like a short trip, okay, trip words. Why you? And then private school in Yaga 1.5. 1,500, excursion 5. Why picturing because we're hard worker. What's this 1.5 for? But no, we're taking them to see butterflies. Or a siruru vele. Siruru vele sa 1.5. Siruru vele. Satao 5. Eroko botjero ko gapa senior secondary school wa tsa sururu vele nya sa re bona ne re se bona mahala. Yeah. Asile sururu vele. Mar no, o tshwantse patelle 1,500 for sururu vele. You know why? Alignment. Elevation. Eroko botje diteng ya alignment ne it's a background. You must know it, guys. You must know yourself. It's for everyone. You must understand yourself. You must know that I'm gonna marry someone and then this is my future. The future of my children, of my bloodline, the future of your bloodline. You know what I mean? Our son no pays. So also align sharp. Mistakes, stupid. Unnecessary mistakes. No unaliena. Mutua how lead two. I let high background day one because I align sharp. Bana. I want a choice. Manaka mama, my guru chita. Manaka mama. My visa on that one. We're not Zanin Barquena Hero. Yena we picture a chantel. Yena Diana chantel. And a Hero chantel. I'm not future. On a Hero Damaris. Yeah. But Hero chantel. Adi guys. Adi align agents. Nyala but valets of Amoringe. The aligner level alignment. It's very important, guys. Otherwise, that's why sometimes the relationship channel they fail. You know why? Because already they argue English. Here can normalize or in a relationship, argue our languages. Like can you for an example, right now or when you are not romantic. Okay, you shall go language how one aha, but you're romantic as speaking. You're good. Ayo. Sekasula ayo. I'm not romantic. Ayo. Romantic. Oh, ayo. Wabana ringi, you will let that romance here. You will like it. Like a normal African Romana. I want to romance anything. On Frostan. Kimolurna, Tomo, Vanorian, Ruta Mutuao, Lily 2, the Banava How, or the Tomodian. Guys, alignment is important, guys. I can go to Jamaica. Alignment. Alignment, Joan.
Alignment.
To alignment.
To alignment.
Check BBM.
And you will see her status is she's playing my song, playing my song.
That's the song she was in.
So you said Fairy Tale.
No, which song was
Fairy
it?
Tale is in
Who
the
did you
forest.
marry, bruh?
Do you know your person?
Was she in Settle for Less?
Settle for Less.
There we
What
go. I finally found
And
it.
she settled for you.
Yes.
Oh no.
There we go.
But, we do baking really well. Scones and queen's cakes and
Reply
things.
ndikaku.
Yeah, aye, man.
Rashapa kuku,
Yeah, right, sharp.
Yo,
Momzansi.
wait.
We've gone even beyond first name basis with pet names. We call him Momoza.
Maybe wena
Momoza.
angasibiche munno mongwe momoza
Batla mazimba.
Why?
Oh, ke bona ka re no wa kgalletse. Is this while Chandra learns to read a book?
Get out of my life. Get out of my life.
Barry, if it's nice, you try it twice.
Yes.
Unless Muriri una little lice.
Aye.
Spinach, simonatica rice.
Wow.
This is dope. One day you will realize.
Okay. I can roll with
Angiko
that.
pants are not underground in Pezulu, in the skies. Yeah, all right.
Instead of
Yeah.
stop the
Talking
If you
about-
think I'm below, I will arise.
Aye, Viva Politica. All right, talking about poetry. Dressed like a poet, walk or Bree Street. Please put your hands together
Click your
for the
fingers.
cleanest looking unemployed person.
Hello.
Chiumya Perry.
Yo, look at all this energy.
Energy.
And dressed like a mannequin, Yako Queen's Park in 1998. Please put your hands together for Pharoahfi to the Fize. And in the back, looking like he's wearing a free ANC shirt. Please put your hands together for Comrade Thabiso Mhlongo.
Yes, Keda.
Viva Congolos.
And the reincarnation of Joe Thomas and Gerald Livet. Please put your hands together for a man who's rocking one chain that looks like a bracelet
Yep.
and another that looks like a chain.
Yep.
Chandra Abraham.
Hello.
And dressed like the lead singer of Liquideep. Kena Zion.
Hi, can I be your...
Modikoane. Can I be your fairy tale?
Fun fact.
Promise I will love you well.
Fun fact.
Yeah?
I married the video vixen from a Liquideep
Oh.
music video.
So you're living his life.
He's living his fairy tale. Yes.
You're living his fairy tale.
Yes.
And you promised you will love her well. This is for you, Toya Modikoane. Shout out to you.
She was in a
Shout out.
Liquideep music video. Bro.
Really?
Yeah.
You married a video
crazy.
vixen, bro.
Brother.
Yes, sis.
What did she say?
Hey, they were trying to shell her in the music video, but she was just like, ew.
Oh.
And then she'd be, this is how you know the video's old. She took her BlackBerry.
Ooh.
Mhm.
BBM.
BBM.
Yo.
And texted you.
Take BBM.
Then I fetched
You
her
will
from the
see.
set.
And then he made the song. BBM.
Yes, check
Gonna get-
BBM.
And you will see her status is she's playing my song, playing my song.
That's the song she was in.
So you said
no.
fairy
You
tale.
Said fairy tale.
No, which song
Fairy
was
tale
it?
is in
Who
the
did you
forest.
marry, bruh?
Do you know your person?
No, it was that song.
BBM.
You know we have the worst fact
Yo,
checker
bruh.
in the world.
But you could be checking these facts instead.
Nke balimo.
Check.
He looks like a bass guitarist from Mango Groove. You remember we met him that day?
He looks like one of the Rasta rebels.
Yeah,
Yo.
bruh. Looks like a guy with the wrong tattoo on his arm.
He is that guy.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Is
the
there
guy.
a possibility that there was an unknown beef between you and Liquideep? Because this song sound like they were saying something. Maybe you didn't know. Because after she was in the video, they said, check BBM. You see she's playing my song.
Yo.
And you still had no response.
And you don't have a song.
What was
I invited her to my house because I said, Mi casa es su casa.
Yo.
And ever since then, Liquideep.
Did you see what you
It's
said?
liquid.
Liquideep was liquidated.
Yeah. Out of business.
The DJ removed his Mpho with his last money.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Zion now speaks in his true accent. Show Bafetu. Lemonati.
He changed his name from Zion to Tsitsi.
Ah, yeah.
Tsukutsu in seconds.
No, it's not. She was not in BBM.
So she was in Fairy Tale.
She was in Fairy Tale because BBM, this is a different
Fairy Tale is in the forest, right?
No, it's the one in the
BBM
outside
is,
a restaurant or
Yes,
something.
BBM is like in a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Like, that is not Latoya.
Who is that?
Like, that's someone else, bro.
Yo, when
Yo.
Do you know your wife?
Do you even know her?
Maybe I'm thinking of a different Latoya. I can only want the underpants for.
And there's a lot of Latoyas in the world, you know. Latoya Williams.
But I remember that music video was outside a restaurant or something. She was
Yes,
sitting
it was
there.
Liquideep. They were at a restaurant. He was there.
And was she the friend then? Because there's two, the lady that he's trying to shell her is the waiter coming to him. And that person is not Latoya.
Is this the same music video?
That's a different music. Liquideep, my brother. L-I-Q. Maybe that's the problem.
He's searching under K instead of Q.
It's Liquid D-I-P.
Liquid dip.
Liquid
flavors.
It's a different.
Oh, Shandrizi.
No, I'm 100% sure.
Shandrizi Menstiz. Are you checking now?
Yeah.
Yo, wait. You look like Tahi now.
He's
I'm telling you, dog. You know? It's my wife.
I am not.
She was in, okay, I'm kind of seeing it now. Was she in Settle for Less?
Settle for less.
There we go. I finally found
And
it.
she settled for you.
Yes.
Oh no.
There we go. She's in Settle for Less.
Okay.
So you guys had all the songs wrong.
No, I won't settle for less.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they kind of sing the same songs.
Settle for less.
You can sing all their songs in one instrumental.
Because they sound the same.
Hey.
Okay, we
Hey,
can't discuss your wife for this long.
Yeah.
Liquideep, and also Liquideep was fire.
Let's move on.
Let's not act like Liquideep was fire.
Liquideep was a
They were deep in
legendary
the
music.
liquid.
Yeah. Was that guy American?
Hmm.
Was he? Pops, you should know.
Zion.
Umshapile kastina.
Wow. Liquid Deep.
Hey.
Liquid isn't deep.
Not deep.
Deep
There
was the
two
DJ.
guys, yeah.
Liquid ke Zion.
Deep in the oil.
Bro, I miss those times. I think those are the most times where South Africa was the best.
Yeah.
Do you,
During the Liquideep era,
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
Mikasa was coming
Yeah.
up, when
2010.
Black Coffee and Zakes were dancing together stage.
Yo, bruh, at the awards.
bro, the hand almost came out.
He'll slap you.
With his drum
I
hand.
went to duck left.
Come get me that.
Grootman, no kan shapa ka trick wena. Kadlala yo.
I get right.
It's not
I
the
get
one.
right. We were winning in those times. We were winning.
I'm sorry,
We were
Grootman.
winning.
We were
And
winning.
he watches the pod, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Black
he
Coffee
does,
watches
he does.
Oh,
that.
but to black coffees. Oh.
Yeah. I love your
So
song.
this.
Which one?
Superman.
It's in the era that you like. Yes, it's in that era.
Wing.
I think it's from that time that South Africa just started winning, man. That was like,
Bro.
just
Yeah, we
in
won the whole
every
time.
single
But I
thing.
think our greatest stuff started around that era when we were preparing for 2010. But when after 2010, the country was,
I think we started winning before. I think that's what united us, was those first wins. Well, one of that first Rugby World Cup win and that
2007.
No. 95. But before then was CAF. Was CAF
Yes.
before or after?
No, it was 96. That was after.
Yes. When did Vicky Simpson sing My Africa?
Wasn't it the opening
I think
ceremony?
that's
It was the opening
I wasn't alive.
Yeah, opening ceremony.
An aeroplane flew over the stadium.
You're right.
Like a jumbo jet flew past. Wings flew off. It was no, the plane was close.
So, as South Africans, do we count our wins when South Africa became united, or
After democracy.
also even when we were winning during apartheid? Does
No, those are
count.
not wins.
They don't
Oh,
count.
no, no,
That was
Because the
pre-
world section does.
Yeah.
We couldn't even win at stuff.
The world what?
Sanctioned. They
Sectioned
us.
us.
Oh, they did.
Put us in a section.
You had to buy
Jason.
a bottle to come to South Africa. Jason, please edit that part out.
Put it in and then
Sa-
put it.
Now we know which school you went to.
Sanction.
We know
Sanction.
We know your
We know
origin.
where you started. We know that you had to work hard
Yeah.
to become who you are, my brother.
And you
But
worked
yes,
hard.
95 we won the Rugby World Cup. 96 we won the AFCON.
Yeah.
And we're still World Cup world champions in rugby.
Yes.
Right now, yeah.
Proteas a few weeks ago became
Even in
Test.
the 90s, Proteas were doing. I don't know when we won something, but
It's 99.
during Hansi Cronje times, before the
we won bribes.
before
Hey, he
the
was doing Betway. Yo.
before the
Betway by himself.
He was Betwaying us. Yo.
Hansi will fall 3
It's
no
like,
balls.
I know the odds. Trust me. Give me.
But just to go back, it was actually Lady Smith Black Mambazo was singing alongside PJ Powers.
Yeah.
At the opening, so it was the opening of the 1995 Rugby World Cup. So you were...
We hosted it, right?
Yes, we
Did
hosted
Vicky
it.
Simpson do the closing?
guys. Vicky Simpson wasn't the rugby. Vicky Simpson was CAF.
Kev,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
next
you're talking
year.
about soccer.
Yes.
African dream.
Yes.
Vicky Simpson.
African
And that song played at Miss South Africa. Yo, ay, Vicky uberekile.
tomorrow.
She gave us hope.
We got to do a gig with Gwede Mantashe.
Oh, really?
Sorry, former president
Oh,
Gwede Mantashe.
Oh.
We've met 2 presidents.
oh
this year.
yes.
Him and Tabiso's covers match.
Yes, because they were in frame together.
Oh no.
They
Tabiso
couldn't
hit
shake hands.
himself
It was
the
like
whole
boom.
gig.
Oh wow.
In case Malume
In case,
Gwede saw
yes.
him.
Hey brother.
So we did a gig with Uncle Gwede, former president Gwede Mantashe. He was president for 4 days, and then Vicky Sampson, sorry,
Samson, yeah.
Vicky Sampson sang the opening, African Dream, but the Ndlovu Youth Choir were there, which is also another win for
Yes.
South Africa,
Yes.
because they went to America's Got Talent,
yeah.
and they got a golden buzzer, né?
They got a golden
ticket.
buzzer in our hearts.
And our hearts. They got a golden buzzer in our
In our
hearts.
hearts, yeah.
But they went all the way to the finals.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
They
yes,
went
yes.
all the way to the finals. So we got to see a reimagined Vicky Sampson, My African Dream, with them. So every time she had My African Dream, they were there. Shakalakekalo.
There's a new tomorrow.
But what was crazy about that win is that as South Africans, the way we supported those kids from, what do you call this? Ndlovu Youth Choir.
Yes.
The Ndlovu Youth Choir. When they were at America's Got Talent, they sold a narrative about who they were.
Yeah, me, I thought they were poor. Because we were sharing the same you were
locker
changing
room.
a locker room with them.
Oh.
So we were sitting there. I was scared to talk to them. You
Yeah, yeah.
Bafana Baba, so cool.
And then you
Wait.
speak to them, they're like, oh no, it was locker. You're like, on America's Got Talent, we used to fetch water for 6 days.
But
My mother is my brother's brother. Like, what are you saying, bro?
We did not have electricity sometimes in Africa.
Irreg-
And you're like, oh man, we had load shedding.
Yeah, man, come on.
But they were not lying, though.
Load reduction.
And you know, Ndlovu is white. Because they
No.
call Ndlovu Youth Choir.
Isn't it an elephant?
Elephant.
No, the man there, Ndlovu. This is youth choir.
He called it Ndlovu Youth Choir, but he's white.
Yes.
No, man, Ndlovu is an elephant.
Chami, no, that's what he means. So he's saying the name. It was made up by a white man. No. He called the choir Ndlovu, but it's owned by him as a white man.
Yo, and I saw a white guy. I don't know this, but I saw a white guy bossing them around. We went to go put on the All-Star. Take off that was Air Force One. All-Star, it captures the dream.
But as South Africans, what I'm basically trying to say is we got behind them. Like they had this like rural, we made it from what ethnic, and we're like, we see the scallop, but we're with you. And they went all the way to the finale. Yeah. Until this day, they are Simon Cowell's favorite choir of all time. Yeah,
that's a win.
Yeah, they're brilliant. Ndlovu Youth Choir, like they are.
But we have the
brilliant.
best choirs like ever. Drakensberg Boys Choir.
Boys. What do they sing? T-Rex. Yeah.
Drakens Boys.
I mispronounce it, but we have like a Lady Smith, like Mabazo.
Sound like vampires we sing. Drakens Boys. We don't bite everybody because we're afraid of AIDS.
So you're saying everybody in South Africa only AIDS?
What's going on today? Imagine a South African vampire can't bite everybody. Hey? Uzokula. Hey? Dracula.
I can taste it.
Yeah, but ever since then, we've just been on a winning streak, guys. Like, be winning the Rugby World Cup back to back.
Sure.
Banyana winning the AFCON. Sundowns are now in the Club World Cup.
Yeah, the FIFA Club World Cup. They didn't win the trophy, but they won our hearts.
Yeah.
That's all we have to give.
They lost the game, but won our hearts. Trust me, our hearts are cheap.
Our Proteas, for the first time, a black captain, and all the haters can go suck it because Bavuma they brought back the World Test Championship.
What are they sucking the haters?
But there were plenty of people that said he's there because of the quota system. He doesn't deserve to be there. They'll never win anything while he's the captain. And there he came out,
they said that about Siya Kolisi.
Hey,
two-time World Cup champion.
The Xhosa guys, they're bringing the trophies, eh?
Yeah. Plus, you can't see the wickets when Bavuma is batting. Hey,
that
man is
he has big bumps, eh?
That man is blessed.
It's always, it's LBW, eh? Hey, BBL, BBW. Come on. Hey.
You guys are horrible.
BBL, BW. It's like you are there. It's like, hey.
You are a...
No, but bro. You know why Xhosa Brewers are doing so well, bro? Have you ever been to the Eastern Cape, like on a random weekend during the day?
You look like you go to Cubana there.
Cubana there pumps.
Yeah, or Banana Beach.
Banana Beach Club pumps.
Okay.
I was going to name another one. Or KFC. I mean, Chicken Licken.
It's almost 24 hours.
Yeah,
at
bro,
12.
the Chicken Licken is amazing.
Oh.
So what was I saying now?
Eastern Cape.
Yeah, so what happens in the Eastern Cape is on weekends, a lot of them go and watch sports. So in the Eastern Cape, the communities are centered around sports. So people go watch sports. Everybody watches everyone playing rugby. Mm-hmm. So if you drive and you're driving along whether you're driving through a town, at the farmlands, whatever it is, you'll always see people playing sport. But just besides seeing them play sport, you'll always see people watching them. And there's this big culture around the Eastern Cape. Whenever there's a rugby match, even if it's a television one or whatever, all of them go and watch. So they always they're big on sport in that region, in that area. Unlike us where, you'll drive past Deep Sloot, you'll see Oaks playing soccer. it'll be 6 guys watching them and 1 ice cream man trying to sell them ice cream.
I don't know if I can. Can I tell you guys a story? Since you're talking about a short one. Since you guys are talking about the sporting culture in the Eastern Cape, I'm from there. Like my father played for a rugby club called Rubber Rights, right? That was the rugby club's name,
Rubber
right?
Rights.
Rubber Rights.
Rubber Rights. Proudly sponsored
by Rubber Rights.
by Midas.
So they play the rugby season is over, right? And it's so sports centric that they didn't know what to do with themselves. So what they did was they started a soccer team. The rugby guys, right? And then they called their soccer club Rubber Rights Soccer.
Rubberneck.
First game, dog. First game, bruh. They on the field. The other team is coming. They there warming up with a rugby ball. Right? They passing the ball to each other. They play. The whole time they just wanted to organize kids. They never thought about learning the rules of the game. Right? So it's kickoff. First guy touches the ball, kicks it. My father tackles the bro. Like, you, sir, you can't do this. So the other team gets the ball. They score. They eventually score a goal. Bro, I just saw one of the people walk up to the ref and say, "Is there a goal?" The ref says, "Yes." Slapped him in his face. The ref said, "It's not a goal." The linesman had to cancel the game, bro. Like, we can't do this game. Other guys are shouting, "Close the gate! Close the gate! They mustn't leave." So now these guys, the other team is scared. They're running to their bus, bro. They're in their bus. They don't want to come out. My father, them are like, "We want our league money now." Bring them. We paid to play this league. It was a mess, but that's how people are in the Eastern Cape. They're crazy about their sport.
You basically told us your father and his friends roofed some soccer players.
They bullied.
That was a heist. And they didn't even do the research for this heist.
They tackled people.
Someone said, "Listen, you know there's money's here, but there's soccer."
Yeah.
So the rugby owns from Murmur put together a rugby team.
The 500 each.
Didn't know the rules.
Yo, bro.
They didn't have a goalkeeper because I want a goalkeeper for rugby. Then they saw the ball go in the net. Was that a goal?
Was that a goal? Yes. No. Waba.
I didn't see anything.
The middle fielder called himself a fly half.
The Eastern Cape, they're crazy about sport.
But it's not just him. There's another Eastern Cape captain that's doing really well.
For national team, South African national team.
I can't think of one right now, but I can't think of who he is. But I know there's about 3 of them that from the Eastern Cape that are captains of major. And I think it's a Banyana or something like that.
Oh yeah,
probably.
That's winning. I just can't. Shandriz.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Is Akani Simbine Xhosa?
I don't know.
Akani.
No, Akani is Tonga or something. Akani is Tonga.
Yeah, let's check.
Tonga.
Let's check.
Akani is Tonga. And Simbini also sounds Tonga.
Okay.
Simbini. But over Zindala Zombie, Simbini is.
Akani.
Over and above all the normal things, we're also winning in other things that we like so obscure. Like we're winning in like weird things. Like the other time we were winning in
sailing.
Oh,
like we're winning in like
gold panning.
Yes.
Gold panning.
Sheepskin shaving.
Sheepskin. Beehiving is also a sport. It's like basically
we have the best florists in the world. Apparently, we won floral arrangement.
Oh,
things.
nice.
That's nice.
So there's all these things that are just happening where South Africa is winning.
So we're also winning there by the baking vibes, milk tart and daai sorte.
Best boerewors in the world.
Of course, bro.
We do baking really well. Scones and Queen's cakes and things. Yeah, aye, man.
Rashapa kuku.
Yeah, Rashapa kuku. Momzansi.
Nene ki bua ka milk tart.
Yeah,
especially when you cut like in the middle and then the milk just starts oozing out.
Okay, I didn't.
You've never had a milk tart?
You've been single for way too long.
I'm talking about a milk tart.
The milk is not supposed to come out of the tart.
Yes.
What kind of milk tart are you eating, my brother?
No, Maur
ini.
chills a bit.
Guys, I don't know, man.
Or the milk tarts are Luna, the
This
stiff.
sharp.
Agna milk tart.
Sharp.
You've never had?
Milk tart.
And you look like one. You look like a milk tart right now.
No. I prefer Black Forest cake.
Oh my God. You are a black person.
Yeah.
When I was
That's
like-
actually a good choice.
Yeah, no.
Black Forest is terrible.
Ew.
Umutu was cons.
Eh?
Okay, Queen's cake, the red cakes.
Rata
red cake.
I like the coconut.
Yes.
I get ratty. You know, it's always by the people who don't like funerals.
Ah.
The good treats, nah? Yeah. Or the lady that they say you mustn't visit because my lawyer.
I don't know. What's on its own? And
She's
you
got
greet
red
you with
cake.
them.
Red cake in there.
We are also the world tag champions, eh?
Tag as the
sport.
the game.
Yes, the
Yeah.
game.
Oh, that's nice.
That's very weird. Those are weird categories.
There's this year alone, there's a lot of weird categories where South Africa has won continuously. Besides the big things, you know, like having Druckers as our three times champ. You know what I mean? Like those are the obvious ones. Druckers, Proteas. We have that, and we're like, from a global point of view, like South Africa is brilliant.
We're
but we've got
creative.
all these other weird ones as well. That good.
I forgot to even have drinks. They were winning too much. Bro.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's true to our spirit as South Africans. Like South Africans have a fighting, winning spirit about us. Like we don't take where we're from and make it a crutch. We don't go, oh, I'm from South Africa, so therefore, no, bruh. We had the opportunity to talk to, I think it was Courtney Paul when we were back in the day when we were
doing super sport.
When we were doing super sport, right? And she was like, as South Africans, when we rock up to Olympics and all of these other sports, you realize we're not like the other people, right? Other people are there with their manager, they've got a coach, they've got a nutritionist, a dietitian, and this and that. Courtney's like, I used to rock up just me. You know what I mean? And I had to subsidize my ticket. I had to do this. And then I'll come and I'll rock them. You know what I mean? So
look at musically, like recently TXC DJs won at the BET Awards.
That's a big award. Yes, the piano girl DJs, yes. Stop it.
I love those girls.
Stop it.
Taryn and...
I don't know what the other lady's name is.
But it starts with a C.
Yeah.
It starts with the C.
Yeah.
Cherise, I think.
Is it Cherise?
Yeah, she's always DJing and then halfway
Taryn,
through,
yeah,
I think Taryn puts the USB in, she plays,
Yeah.
and then Taryn comes out.
Does they?
Yo, they're pulling a... Okay, I don't want to say it. I'm going to say they're pulling a Calvin Momo. Yo, that man showed me that he's like from Limpopo for real because he was DJing from afar. While dancing.
Menjix. Yeah, Menjix.
And it was mixing nice. I'm like, yo, it was beautiful. I'm like, yo, how do you DJ standing far away from the decks? Okay, go look at what Fiso said. They deckless. That's what I heard. I saw that.
That's what was said.
Oh, man. But I imagine all these people are doing so well in the country and it's beautiful to see.
Even Momo himself.
Yeah, that was
Even Momo
good. That was a
himself.
big thing.
All his albums, I think he's a top 5 biggest releases, all of them.
He did crazy streaming numbers.
Yeah,
man.
on like first day releases. He owns the top 5 first day releases.
Yo.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy is truly a marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really is.
He's marvelous.
Yes.
And I can't wait, like, because for me, I like watching Calvin Momo play live.
Yeah.
Red Bull Symphonic was absolutely amazing. Shout out to the Red Bull team. Shout out to Calvin Momo. Shout out to Mhlongo and the Red Bull team. But I can't wait to see Calvin play live. And when we went to Durban, we were actually on a flight with him.
Yes.
A flight, yeah.
Did you guys get to speak to him?
Speaking.
We even know his African name. Obed.
Yeah.
Obed!
Calvin Obed Momo.
You don't
And he drinks a chai latte.
Him and his team
team were having the child in the morning. We were on the flight.
We have
They
pet
had to
names
tell him,
now.
don't put sugar.
It's already sweet.
We've gone even beyond first name basis with pet names.
Oh, really?
We call him Momoza.
Oh.
Yes. Maybe we know you are.
Momoza?
Angasibiche munno mungwe Momoza.
Why?
I just got out of I just sales mode. No,
Your character.
Wholesome father mode.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You just
now
leave the
back to
This is the
character,
time
myself.
when you end the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't know what I do with that. It's always
Oh no. Oh no.
that's my mom. How?
Duh. Who else could it be?
Who else speaks paid in my life?
I mean, come on.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on.
You said we
Batla Mazimba.
Why?
Oh, ke bona ka re no wa khalletsa. All right. Yeah, man.
We're leaving on the 4th, no?
Yes.
Before we leave, you must remember to bank Zaka Friday.
Mm.
Because if you're leaving on a Friday, that's when you have to.
Bank Zaga Friday. That means that you bank your Zaga. That means it stays, you know. Otherwise, if you don't bank Zaga, your Zaga goes away.
All right.
So if you bank Zaga Friday, you live like a Zagane. You change your name from Zagaria to Zagaristo.
Why?
Zaga Zaga.
Zaga.
You become a Zaga. You move to the top of the food chain.
You could be under Zuckerberg.
Zaga Zaga. Hey.
Yay! Zuckerberg.
Did you just
Zuckerberg. Maybe you should mark the register.
Yes.
Farieda, look at me in my face. Face this while Chandra learns to read a book.
Get out of my life. Get out of my life.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, cheese babies. Hey, man, you know, today's been a really rough day.
What?
It's been a really rough day because so much has happened. Yes, we are winning out there, but it's been a rough day because there are people out there who are struggling to find a home. You know, it's hard out there. There are those who have ventured out, tried to find a new home, but realized maybe this was not meant for them. And then at the same time, they thinking of moving out on their own, but they still stuck in the home that they left the first home for.
Yo.
Do you understand? Yeah, it sounds like the making of a soapy, but the person in question decided to have a press conference to further talk about why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy is a mover.
Yeah.
Really?
He's a shaker.
Mm.
He was red, then he went green.
Oh,
Na duchimo.
Nick.
Maybe utazama orange.
Wile orange. Ko papa.
Abuya.
Abuya.
Me, I can't wait for Durban July, my brother. I've got a lot planned.
You can't wait. I can't wait. Farieda, are you waiting?
Not at all.
I can't
Not
wait.
at all.
My outfit, mana.
It
will
better
see.
be. It better be.
It's gonna give.
Okay.
Your first Durban July, you were dressed like a ninja turtle.
Yo, and I came back with a lava.
How cute.
This one, I'm a father.
You came back with a llama, you became a father.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I won't lie, I enjoyed the Durban July. We enjoyed the Durban July, bro. You
Yes.
remember? You remember when we went to Java, dog, and it was raining? Casper Nyovest was performing at...
Java was there. We were drinking out of shoes.
Yeah, we were drinking out of
Excuse
shoes.
me?
Yes.
We had our drinks in
shoes.
in our
Why?
partner's shoes.
Why?
Hey, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yo,
It's
you guys were
Durban July.
living Durban July.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some guy licked my face.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had to run back to him to shout
Of course.
because I couldn't shout at him because I was like,
What
what
the
just
hell?
happened? And my face was moist on this side.
Oh.
And I was like, why didn't you shout? He's like, I don't want to be homophobic.
Oh.
I was like, but no,
Literally, that's
but
what
you
happened.
can't. Someone can't lick your
Yeah, they
face,
can't
bro.
harass you.
He licked me and I was like, I ran through the crowd. Pops! Bro, someone just licked my face, dog. He's like, why didn't you hit him? I'm like, I don't want to be homophobic.
Oh
bro.
no. You're still thinking about the community. I love that.
Man.
Hey,
I love that.
thank you for getting that off your chest.
Yeah,
or off
man.
your face, rather.
Because
And it was smelly.
That's what hurt Tsitsi the most. He said,
You know, I wouldn't have minded, but if at least brushed his teeth, dog.
I
Smell
would've
here.
thrown
And I was
up.
like,
oh
no.
thank you.
then I sprayed sanitizer on his cheek.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it was fun nonetheless. But yeah, I really needed to get that off
Your chest.
my chest.
Get it off your chest, lay it to rest. Get it off your chest. We can help you the best. Get it off your chest. You don't have to guess. Here on PNC, we're on the quest to help you relieve that stress.
Get it off your chest.
Yeah, Chandra!
One man's happiness.
It's killing us all.
Everyone's misery. Yes.
Hi, PNC family.
Yo, what
It's
up,
your
bro?
boy, Thabng.
Hey.
I just wanted to say, before I go further, hi, Uncle Pops, hi, family, the rest. I'm not in a good mood. I wanted to count everybody, but yeah. Just wanna say, guys, thanks for what you're doing. Hey, my life was a mess before I started engaging with PNC. But afterwards, yes, every Wednesday is PNC Wednesday for me, like from the beginning. And in the past months, I lost my little sister, which was hard. I didn't want anyone. Didn't even want to go to counseling. But PNC kind of cancelled me with the jokes and the facts you give. Just want to say we appreciate you a lot. If I was rich, I would send money, but hey, I'm still broke. Love you guys.
Bruh.
Thank you.
Before I started laughing, I didn't know that was coming.
Trust me, the cheese babies know you by
They
now.
know you.
This is not the first time it
They've
happened.
seen your work.
Like, it's just, I know the shoe.
RSO.
The same thing happened the other time.
Yes.
No, it wasn't on here. It was. I'm thinking it was an app. There was a thing where Tsitsi laughed. Oh, that's for pets. It was an app.
Yeah.
Where you laughed at the person in the ad.
Oh no, it was at Lobengula.
Oh.
So they were playing, they played an advert, right? But they're showing us this dope advert. It's dope, right?
Oh, yes.
But then this is what happens in the app. And my brother, we're coming to you. Coming. So what happens is that a father comes home and his daughter is bleeding. So she had her first period, right? And the community finds the daughter bleeding.
Yes.
And they start chasing the father and murdering him because they thought like something bad had happened. But that's funny that in that situation, the first thought that you would have is
But
that
he was running to go buy her.
Yes. So they thought he was running away.
So this was a very serious moment. And the ad is building up to it. This one during that.
I don't laugh like that.
Then you see the sweetness of the ad. Then he goes, yo. Guys, I didn't actually mean to laugh, eh?
He explained himself.
You explained it something like this.
It was in the presentation.
The
client was there.
And then
the client was there.
Every time we'd moved past it, now we're talking about the campaign. Also, I just want to say,
I didn't mean that reaction.
when we do play it on the episode, I'm not going to laugh.
But I'm not
Actually, I can remember now.
Disingenuous, bro.
You did laugh like that.
You lying,
You
bro.
did do
I don't
that.
laugh like that.
No, but no. Back to our cheese baby, our cheese uncle. Yo, man, there's a crazy thing that happened last week. Someone, whether it's a joke or not, someone posted a story that said, I was gonna unalive myself, but I decided, let me watch this week's episode. And they're like, now you see, I'm not gonna unalive myself next week because I must wait for that. So basically, I don't know if it was a joke or whatever, but that person was basically saying that I've been going through a tough time, but I look forward to Wednesdays because Wednesdays is what gets me out of that mindset. And that's what he's saying as well. Our brother here, Kitebogo, ne?
Yes.
Kitebogo. And Tebogo is basically saying, look, man, I've been going through tough times, And even before he mentioned his little sister, he himself says he was going through tough times. And he's had this show to lean on. And that's why at the core of like what we do, guys, is we're people's little escape. Right?
Bro.
This is a place where you can come, we can laugh, we can push things as far as we want sometimes. Sometimes we might be wrong, but we don't do it to intentionally hurt anyone. We understand the power that having just a moment, even if it's an hour or 2 hours of just like laughing, what that does to the soul, what that does to the spirit. So, Malume Tebogo, thank you so much for that voice note that you sent. That's part of the reason why we have this show, bro. It's fun, but it's also healing.
And it wasn't a joke that I actually messaged that person to be like, are you fine? And she was like, I'm not.
And that's one of our serious cheese babies.
Yes.
So that's why I read it as like, is this a... Because I wanted to as well. But yeah.
You remember what happened in Kabeja when we went for the show?
Yes.
So I don't know, it happens a lot to me where like people come and they tell me, hey man, I was on the rope, I was right there. And why are you laughing, man?
Sorry.
Don't laugh. And for me, I find it awkwardly funny to be in a situation where there's nothing else you could do, condolences for your loss. And I know that these moments have had every other emotion. They've had anger, they've had shame, they've had, especially a suicidal person. You've had anger, you've had shame, you've had disappointment, you've had every other thing. Why don't we try this one? Why don't we try?
Let's try love.
Let's try a different approach. And I'm not saying that you're wrong or it's funny that you're in that situation. It's just when someone is against, like when you are against the wall, try something different, man. Maybe it might change your perspective on the entire thing. It's not funny. Your situation is not funny, but we can make humor. We can bring light out of a very dark situation. And your situation is very dark. And I am sorry about your sister. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Next
voice note.
Or we did others.
I just need advice on a particular matter. So I am being sued for 5 million for sleeping with a married man that I do not know of. I just want advice on how to go about on that matter.
From
You.
PNC.
Get a lawyer.
For 5 million.
No.
You can sue for that.
I guess because
Isn't there a law that's coming
marriage, you
There's a
sign
contract.
a contract.
Yeah.
And then if someone comes and you can, like, it's a breach of contract.
Because now third party
But now you're suing
decide.
the third party.
Eish, I don't know. How did that get to that?
You're ruining my
'cause-
life.
No,
yeah,
man.
but who's the breacher of the contract?
The person who married the other. She didn't sign the contract.
Unless she came there with a background jacket and was like, voila.
Hey.
Then you force the person to breach their contract.
Also, who is this guy that was lucky enough to score a side that has 5 mil?
Who's the side that has 5 million?
That's what I'm saying. This is a very rich side.
Also, who's this guy whose sexuals is worth 5 mil?
That's what I'm saying. Because
Why
on
are
the normal side,
on the 5 million?
they'd be suing for
That's the wealth.
20,000,
Yeah.
100,000, something
100,000.
tangible.
That's even a lot.
How many
bro.
rounds? is
5
mil?
meter.
Ay, wait, man.
But she doesn't know this guy.
She says she's never met him. She's being falsely sued.
Oh, I missed that part. Okay, so
Oh, no. She doesn't know
who the
who the
person is
married guy
suing.
is, but it could be one of the guys who rock up without the ring.
No, but then then it still makes it an unknown man
To her.
to her.
Yes.
But
Let's get an explanation, yes?
The girl is being
Nati,
sued.
please use this underutilized mic here today.
So the girl was dating this bra,
yeah.
but didn't know that this bra is married.
Oh,
Okay.
This guy's wife is the one that's suing this
girl.
Yes.
But on what basis?
But
Because
she didn't know at all that
Yes.
he's married.
No, she didn't know.
That's a
He
defense.
She didn't know.
She
The
didn't
girl
know
that's being
the
sued
proof
didn't
girl
know.
didn't
that was
say
dating the
I'm
guy.
married, but I want to dollar with you. He didn't
Bruh,
disclose.
I don't know what to do.
and I'm not a lawyer, so I can't give you advice.
Okay, let me utilize this mic. So in South Africa, you cannot sue someone for basically breaching your marriage contract. But it also says here, under special terms, you can.
Wait, guys.
So
What?
So if you can't just sue, that means your involvement has to impede on
The
or
marriage.
infringe on the marriage and the people in the marriage.
Also, the wife is she's now being affected.
So maybe if you are ill and then you sleep with a married husband and then he sleeps with the wife, then maybe she can sue to say you brought this thing here.
Yes, but
And
now
me
she's
and you
suing.
don't have a relationship like that.
But is she not suing the wrong person then?
So here's a small summary, right? Your partner cheated on you, no, you can't sue. Your partner or your lover cheated on the other way around, no, you can't sue. But if it causes you financial or emotional harm involved, there's a maybe. But it's almost like a yes, you can. If you can prove without a shadow of a doubt that this situation, the other person, the third party was actively trying to kind of like destroy your life, there's a maybe there, you can.
I think I know. I think
Yeah.
I've got a light bulb here.
Yeah, he does.
What if the wife is the breadwinner? And she's supporting the husband. And the husband is taking his investments
And placing
and
them.
forwarding them to the outsider. The outsider is living a lavish life that she's getting from the husband via the wife. Therefore, she would be able to sue because she's the breadwinner of the entire Manyalas.
Because you can
in
find that, to Tsitsi's point, that the husband might be given the side money and the side has a house, a car, and maybe has started a business that's thriving. Right? So now the wife is going, actually, I can lay claim to that because this was seeded from my money.
Because
whether she's a breadwinner or not, the marriage's money is their money.
Yes, she's the angel investor.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah.
You can also put it in your
To a
marriage
Satan.
contract that if your partner does cheat on you, you can sue for that much.
Maybe that's their contract then.
Their contract.
So to all the cheese babies, I think more than anything, this is directed to you.
Yeah.
To the sister, get a lawyer, mama.
Yeah.
We wish you the best. To the rest of the cheese babies, you hear what happens.
Yeah. Carefully.
Please.
Carefully.
Also, we just Googled this thing.
Yeah, so if you have a
Cheese
lawyer
babies,
out there,
you didn't know you can get sued for being the quaps.
Yeah.
If you are a quap right now,
Carefully.
careful.
if you are a cop right now, get shield.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Give me more than 24 hours protection.
Shield yourself.
Shield yourselves, quaps.
Shield yourself.
Shield, quaps. Shield it.
Bitch up that guy.
Or alternatively, quapper with a person who doesn't have money.
Oh, but now you see, she didn't know also. The girl in question did not know. So now it's...
Whether you have money or not, they will sue you and you will pay that money for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because we
So
say she doesn't
they'll
know.
go, how much do you have? That's how the law works. "Oh, I don't have 5 million. They say, how much do you earn? 5,000 a month. They say, it's fine. You can pay us 500 for the rest of your life.
That conversation.
There's a cheese gang that's a lawyer that's always in the live chat.
Comments.
Yeah, I think maybe Arife wena cheese gang re kgopela hore o re
Help.
fe advice ya mahala.
Yes.
Yes.
Advocate, yeah, advocate something.
help us with this corpse
Please.
cheese, anonymous cheese baby.
Personally.
All right. That's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
What a journey.
What a journey.
What a ride.
4x4.
4x4.
You said.
Up the
You
mountain.
said.
All-wheel drive. But one
Doors are
wheel
opening.
was flat.
Yo.
And
But
you know
puncher or
this
not.
guy, bro. You know this guy. Like,
You put
if
your
there's
trust
one thing
in
about
a needle.
Tabishana, he's never made the wrong anecdote about Chandra. He said today it's gonna be a 4x4. I don't know where
Gonna
it
be
was
rocky,
coming
but
from.
we'll get there.
But it's the gear. The gear had problems.
But it's all love.
Rorata, my
Yeah,
brother.
man. Hey, man.
You know?
Hey, you know, in conquering your mountain, you've allowed us to conquer this mountain. So keep conquering.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Conquer.
Eventually we'll be
Conquer.
at the summit of the mountain.
You get me.
Top.
Feeling free.
Yes. You know.
Dance your life away.
I've never seen a guy so happy.
Yes.
I've never seen happiness.
You deserve to be royal.
Don't
Yeah,
set yourself
bro.
up.
Yeah. Be royal. You know what I mean?
are
Or a maverick, you know?
Yeah.
A maverick.
I feel like I was just a chicken tagger today.
Yo, you really
Oh,
were.
man. Everything you did was grand.
Yeah, man.
It's all love, bro. Just exos and exos.
Wow.
Hugs and kisses.
Wow. It's good to see you like this, bro. You should be more like this.
Yeah. Do more to get it off your chest. You found that one time. No chest.
Do more.
She's baby.
Which one is that? Okay, now I get it.
Cheese babies. This Friday, Gold Reef City Casino, 27th of June. Pop-Up's birthday comedy special. To everyone that's bought tickets for the 28th sold out. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys on Saturday. On Friday, Gold Reef City Casino, we still have tickets available. Make sure you get some at Web Tickets. Ons sal daar met mekaar om te gesien. As there iets wat julle moet gepluk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Verder.
So, I have an announcement.
Yo.
Okay.
Doris, how many weeks?
At the height of my career, why would you do this to me?
Sorry, Verder.
So, I've been nominated for Podcast of the Year at the Basadi Music Awards.
Which podcast?
For which
podcast?
Which podcast?
We leave it up to chance and say they didn't catch up, but they are still popping with cheese and corn and that other guy's things and all those things.
So
but
you are nominated for Best Women Podcaster.
yes,
for popcorn and cheese.
yes, for popcorn and cheese.
All right.
Which is we've moved on, but
I mean, it's still PNC.
it is.
PNC.
But now we have to say it's people in need of comedy. It's not popcorn and cheese.
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, I will leave the details. I'll ask the editor to put the SMS number.
Yeah, guys.
Just
Bavute,
SMS for me.
Oh, we have SMS.
Yeah, podcast verified to the number and then yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks.
Wow.
To the number, to the fees.
Farieda, that's beautiful, man.
Thank you, guys. 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 Thank you.
Wabona bafethu president.
The nominations.
And that's how a 4x4 starts.
I feel like they're gonna use that moment. Yeah. From belongs to the internet now.
You've been clipped. You've been clipped.
From from lawsuits to
get me?
to president.
I'm still dealing with a lawsuit.
Man,
Yeah.
5 million.
congrats.
No, I know. I didn't take anybody's
Was that your
husband.
voice note?
Tabi, so do you think I'm capable of such? Nah.
No, you're an angel,
Nah.
Farieda.
Yeah.
Even though you're Muslim.
So Muslim people don't have angels.
And don't angels belong to Christians?
Ay, wait, man.
Ah, Tabiso.
Belong.
Arna dingelos rona as ma Muslim.
So according to you, the angels are one group.
They're just Christians.
Yeah, it's Christians.
So the other religions, what do they become when they
give you virgins?
Yeah, let's end this episode, eh?
Yeah,
Let's end
In the
it.
afterlife.
You know. Yeah, man.
You know what?
And well done to the country. Well done to every single person. Congratulate the country, Bafethu. Congratulations, South Africa, on celebrating 30 years of our constitutional court.
Yes.
Our constitution is one of the best,
in the
not
world.
the best
Number one.
constitutional in the world. And for the first time, I think the Supreme Court, the head of Supreme Court or something like that is a person of female is a female gender. So that's beautiful, man, to see that type of progression from a country that 30 years ago was a place where all of us here couldn't walk outside freely without walk outside free. So that type of progression is beautiful. Well done, Mzansi. Raurata, Mzansi.
Yes.
Let's make this world
We
a
are
better
going
place.
nowhere.
And they think we are just the tip.
refuse to be a
But the tip is all it takes to multiply.
Hello!
No DA.
Yeah, just
All right, that's it from us, Cheese Babies. We'll see you guys next week with a phenomenal guest.
Good night.
Make sure you catch us 3 p.m. every Wednesday, right here on the Tubes. It's PNC, people in need of comedy. Have a good one.
Not that love.
It's time ya uja Nando's. I want our fair to batlile mo wa toja Nando's. Yeah, le Farieda show.
It's time to eat Nando's.
Le Farieda show. They don't know if KGFF or Ricky Mphonto Sizomara. Uja Nando's, yes. Let's prepare.
Apologies to everyone for us ending almost on the next day. But thank you to everyone for pulling their weight. The only way we got through this was because, once again, the star players of the day, the crew, who will be going on an all expenses paid trip to Nando's to share a full meal. Full chicken, 2 sides. So, to everyone that pulled their weight today, congratulations. But I think let's give a big round of applause to the crew, ladies and gentlemen. And then our star player for today, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it for host Farieda and Jimo Cheka. That's why I'm nominating. Come on, yes. All right, guys, enjoy the Nando's. Thabng, you have your own Nando's. So now it's just the magic words. It's a wrap! That's enough for us, but done. Yeah, baby.
Emhlabeni kaJehova subscribe nina futhi nibabi if ubhekele channel for 10 minutes longer and subscribe umubi dog. That's why bakuchithela ngoba awuna commitment, unama commitment issues. Subscribe lapho ngeke sizwe ngawo.